It is officially 3 months since I moved to Australia, and I don't know if I will say I've settled in already or I am still settling. However, this video is going to highlight 6 important things that I did before coming to Australia that helped me settle in properly. I wanna flex my love. I wanna impress. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Dale here and I am your captain. If you're seeing my face for the first time, welcome. I hope you love my content enough to subscribe. I came into Australia with a PR visa. Now, it is a lot, okay? I promise you, it is a lot. That is because PR visa gives you loads of privileges that if you come in with a normal work visa, you might not have. Take, for example, getting an accommodation is easier if you have a PR. They won't tell you plain, but they do consider that, okay? Yes, I've heard from the little birds that they do consider that. You also get subsidized fee. You also have access to Medicare, which is like the government subsidized health care. If you don't come in with a PR visa, you don't have access to that. You also have so many other benefits that probably I'm going to do a separate video about when it comes to having a PR. So I think one of the major things that helped me settle properly is coming into Australia with a PR. So I always advise nurses, if you can, please look for employers that will sponsor you with the 186 visa, or if you're patient enough, go for 189 or 190 visa. These visas are all permanent residency visas, especially if you're coming from the UK, Ireland, or the US. It is always better that you take your time. Don't rush. There's no point rushing from wherever you are to come down here with a working holiday visa or with a temporary visa, okay? Even though you don't plan to stay here permanently, it will just save you loads of stress. Second important thing I did before coming that helped me settle in to Australia easily is, of course, getting a job. I got a job before coming here, and that did help me a great deal. One, because it helped me sort out my accommodation quickly, because I already know where my job location is. So I was already looking for accommodation. Of course, you already know you have something to look forward to when you're already done with the whole onboarding process, which really takes a lot of time, okay? If you're starting a new job, especially in a new country, there are lots of things you have to do, and you cannot start looking for a job when you get here. I'm saying this because there are some visas that will allow you come into Australia even though you don't have a job. So if you are in a position where you're coming into Australia with those visas that you don't really need to have a job, I would still advise you to look for a job before coming. This is because by the time you look for a job before coming, you're sure of a job, you know the location you are going to. It'll help you settle in more. You already start your onboarding processes. If you have to do e-learnings, you're doing it already. If you have to submit documents, you're submitting it. Because one thing you don't want to do is to get into Australia and start looking for a job. One, it might not be as easy as you think. You might have to delay in starting your first day at work, and also that means you might not be getting any income anytime soon. So it is advisable to get a job before coming. And the fact that I got a job before coming, I couldn't even start work until like 2 weeks, because I had to do like my tax number, bank details, all those things, and it took about 2 weeks to settle in. It's always better to have a job so that you're not caught without funds. Let's give a big shout out to today's sponsor, Temu. So you must have heard about Temu. Temu is an online platform just like your regular shopping apps, okay, where you can buy amazing products and for a very cheap price. I think people always think that the fact that Temu's things are very cheap doesn't mean that they are good quality. Guys, their qualities are amazing, okay, and for the price, it is a steal. Now, if you want to buy things from Temu, it's always advisable to get the Temu app. Download the app. You get like 30% discount when you use the app. I'm going to leave a link in the description box, and I'm going to leave my discount code on the screen so that you can just click and buy. You can buy loads of things from Temu. In fact, I'm even late to the party. Who doesn't know about Temu? Like, I started using Temu when I got to Australia. I won't lie. I have not used them when I was in the UK. This is because I was very indifferent about Temu. But when I got to Australia, I started to shop for new things in the house. I used Temu and I was like, wow, let me show you some things that I got from Temu. This one here. So let's start with this one that we can't see. Oh, guys, so see, this is the packaging it comes in. So these are travel cubes handbag. I'm gonna use it for my Thailand trip. You know what I mean? Hey, this one does not have straw. Hey, it has straw. So you know now, this is like nurses go to when it comes to coffee. And I got this as well from Temu because when I travel I put my toothbrush, toothpaste inside this. I also got this from Temu, and it just pairs of stockings for my work. Okay, very handy. It's hey Thailand will hear from me. I also got these glasses. Hey. What were you saying? What were you saying? Hey, this is even good for Australia sun. I think I'll start using it even before I travel. Disco light. I'm going to use it inside my bedroom, not in the parlor, because this one is good for that kind of thing, you know. God will bless Temu. You know the heat in Australia, eh? I have decided to get a neck fan. Look. So once I put it in my neck, Jesus. This you can even increase it though. This is the best thing I got from Temu. You know why? The heat in this country, it can cause sunburn. It's very hot, so I need this and I bought it, and I'm so glad I have it. I'm going to charge it and I'll start using it because it's summer, baby, so it's going to help my face. Last but not the least, I got this oral irrigator. This device is just going to help you take out all the extra debris in between your teeth. This is just like a tip of the iceberg. Okay, they have loads of things for your home decor, your personal use, so use the link in my bio to order yours. Okay, third thing I did that helped me settle in Australia is coming into Australia with loads of money. Not a lot, okay, I'm not saying Zoom money, but a reasonable amount of money. Okay? I am still showing you people a video on how much I spent from UK to Australia. I'll still do that video. Okay, I don't know why I'm just being lazy with that video, but I need to do that video so that you know how expensive it actually is coming to Australia. But there is a good news, and I'll share that good news in that video. You need to save money. Okay, minimum that you should come into Australia with you is like £5,000. When I'm converting to pounds because I came from the UK and I had pounds with me, so minimum amount you should come into Australia should be like 5,000. This is because, as usual, even when you start working, you might not get your salary immediately. Okay, though here in Australia they pay 2 weeks, you might get your salary after 2 weeks or even a little bit more, depends. And you might need to pay for a house deposit, 2 weeks deposit and 2 weeks rent. You need money for things when you arrive. Okay, you need to buy things for your new place. You need to just settle in properly, and you don't want to be in a country and you're stranded, so please save money. Another thing that helped me settle in properly is the fact that I made proper research. Now, one good thing about having a YouTube channel like mine that has to do more of information is the fact that before you make a video, you research as well. And because I made so much research, I mean, no matter how many research you do, it might not be exactly as the same with experience, but it does prepare you a little bit for the experience. So proper research helped me settle in, because I was like, when I see this and so, I read about this, someone told me about this. It does help you settle in a bit, so you're not so much in a shock mood. Okay, make proper research, as much research as you can, even though it will not be exactly the same as what you will experience. I recommend proper research before coming into a new country, not just Australia but any other country you might be thinking of moving. Another thing that helped me settle in properly in Australia is the fact that I have an open mind. Now, it might look simple, but we as humans, we have so much expectation, and that is okay. But having an open mind to say, even if these things don't go as I want, I'm still going to be grateful for these other things that will go as I want. And having an open mind, like open to whatever thing you see, I mean, as long as it's not extreme, you should be open to adjust. So that's one thing that helped me as well settle in. I am open-minded, I'm able to adjust. I'm just like, it's fine, it cannot be so bad that I cannot cope. Okay, so you need to have an open mind when you're moving to a new country, and that helped me settle properly in Australia. And final thing that I have today that helped me settle in properly in Australia is that I came into Australia with loads of African food. It might look small, but let me tell you, as someone that doesn't eat other types of food. I don't eat English food, I don't eat Australian food, I don't eat, like, there are lots of things I don't eat. Okay, I'm very selective. Even in Nigeria, there are some Nigerian food I don't eat. I really don't like eating out as well, like restaurants and all, except I'm traveling, but it's not something I would do on a regular. So you always find me cooking or eating my husband's food. You've seen my videos on the things I brought into Australia. Okay, that box was filled with foodstuff, so it's helping me. It's saving lives since 1970 up to now. The foodstuff are still like more than half. Okay, so it's something you should consider. One, because the distance from where I am to an African store is like an hour away, and it is very expensive. I promise you, it's very, I've been there, and the prices, I am like, whew. So already I have foodstuff, so I wouldn't be using that for now. And even if you have to be billing foodstuff from wherever it is to Australia, it will take a while to get here, because we all know that Australia is far from the whole world. Oh no, the whole world is far from Australia. At least the first few months you wouldn't even worry about what to eat, because you have African foodstuffs with you. So please try, even if you're coming from the UK, if you can get things from Nigeria, if you are from Nigeria, please do. Okay, it will help you settle in properly, especially egusi, you know, those things we can't do without at all. Please come with it. Okay, so yes guys, these are the things that help me settle in properly. As time goes on, if I get more tips, I'll still bring it and share to you. So if you are yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with a friend as well. I'll see you guys later.